Why is it that people with cognac complexions always face a deficit? For example, somehow Beyonce being dressed in Black Panther attire at the Super Bowl was more menacing than the Bundy brothers taking over a federal building armed and for days. Baffling. Currently, Charles Blow had to remind Kayleigh McEnany that she was not entitled to violate his personal space and assault his character on national television. When he told her, "Don't touch me," she replied, "Oh, well, I'll just scoot all the way over here. And, we should all come together as Americans because, we have to support the president." Where was this support when President Barack Obama was in office? 2 months ago. 6 months ago. A year ago. Where was it? But, when you have a president who ran a campaign based off of fear and attacking that former president's citizenship, why shouldn't she challenge Charles Blow's citizenship or Americanness? The current administration touts that he's not a racist, but he did ask April Ryan to gather all her black friends together so they could all have a sit down to discuss African American issues. Mind you, April Ryan is a White House reporter. She's not part of the Trump administration. She's not a staffer. She may know people in the Congressional Black Caucus, but it's not her job to ask them to sit and have a meeting with the current president. And truth be told, the Congressional Black Caucus has sent President Trump an invitation to have a discussion. And they're still waiting a reply. So when he talks to them, you let me know. The rhetoric and the actions taken by this president has emboldened others to be candid and open about their disdain for people that are different from them. Milo Yiannopoulos went on Bill Maher, and they basically had a racially insensitive kumbaya towards those of the Muslim faith. This is the America that we're living in right now. And so you have someone who ran a campaign based off of keeping immigration out from the Mexican border and from certain Islamic states. After watching Fences, there's one line that keeps reverberating like in my brain, and so it's just basically stating that the purpose of a fence is dual. It keeps things out and it keeps things in. And this proverbial fence that the Trump administration is referring to is trying to keep out harmful things, quote unquote, such as illegal immigrants, Islamic radical terrorists, or radical Islamic terrorists. But think about what is actually keeping in. That fear, that xenophobia. That's what got him into office, and if we allow it, it will keep him in office for the next 4 to 8 years. In all honesty, some of these people are fleeing a hell that we may never know. If you look at Aleppo, the state that that country is in, Aleppo is a city in Syria, so let me not say that country. But the reality of it is people are fleeing states of conflict in the hopes to have a better life, in the hopes that their children can actually see peace, that bombings don't become normal. Immigrants from Mexico, they are working towards a better life, something that they may not have gotten from wherever they came from. The dreamers that are here who may not have had a choice in their participation in the American dream that are here now, are we just going to take that away from them? We live in a country that is so polished, so urbane, so sophisticated. It's insane to think that we are weak enough to give in to our most base of instincts, to just regress back to a time when America was great for some, but not all. Even now, as an African American, if I speak about racial intolerance, brutality, profiling, some of the things that I've been through, I would be labeled a divider. Mind you, a few years ago, working in retail, a person said that they were basically refused to be served by me because they didn't want to be served by an N-word. This is the America that I'm working towards moving forward, progressing. But the current administration and its policies, its rhetoric, its tone could set everything aside that we all have worked so hard to overcome. And I just hope that those in the House and the Senate will take a moment to reflect before this presidency is over and they have to explain to the next generation or their children the actions that they did or didn't take that allowed this to happen.